Hello everyone, my name is Scott Harvey and I am an instructional designer here at Hack. Welcome to our first Workforce Development D2L Brightspace training, Intro to D2L Basics and Navigation. This is the first training of a series of 4. All 4 trainings will revolve around D2L and Brightspace for workforce development. All 4 trainings will have both synchronous versions and asynchronous versions. This video you're watching is the asynchronous version of training session 1. What this means is that you can take this at your own pace. You can pause the video when you need to go into your D2L shell and practice what I'm going to be going over today. I also encourage you to open up the link to the Google slide presentation for this training found in this video's description. That way you can follow along with step-by-step directions for everything I'm about to show you today. Thank you for joining, and we're going to get started. First, let's briefly talk about the different modalities of instruction. We have face-to-face, probably the most common known modality. This is where teaching and learning take place at the same time and in the same place. Web-enhanced is where typical face-to-face courses are enhanced with an LMS or a learning management system, such as D2L, to provide materials and to collect assignments. So in this modality, learners meet face-to-face, but they may also be asked to participate in a small number of discussion forums, quizzes, or other online activities, in addition to their face-to-face time. Next, we have remote. This is a modality of instruction that facilitates the course curriculum in times where face-to-face class is interrupted. So a great example of this would be at the beginning of the pandemic. A lot of face-to-face class was interrupted, and therefore a lot of institutions went remote until face-to-face could resume. So remote is designed in a responsive manner when face-to-face class is interrupted and has to go online or remote. Next, we have blended or hybrid courses. These courses contain both face-to-face and online components. So in a typical blended or hybrid course, learners are going to meet face-to-face either one day or maybe 2 days a week, and they're going to complete the rest of their activities online for the rest of the week. Typically, blended and hybrid courses are designed so that these components complement each other. So for example, students may start a discussion in their face-to-face class and continue that same discussion online through discussion forums or other online methods. Our next modality is virtual. Virtual courses happen completely online, typically using an LMS, as well as web conference tools, websites, videos, articles, any online tools, including Zoom, Google Meet. With virtual, the instructor also typically meets with learners at a specific time every week. Lastly, we have self-paced. With self-paced instruction, learners complete course activities on their own time and schedule. Learners in this modality do not need to complete assignments or learn at the same pace as others, as they can move from one topic to the next at their own speed. Now we're going to talk about D2L itself. What is D2L? D2L is a learning management system, or LMS, application that allows faculty to administer, document, track, report, automate, and deliver educational courses, training programs, or learning and developmental programs. So with D2L, instructors can keep all their course materials in one place for easy access for both instructors and learners. All required course actions can be done within D2L itself, making it very easy to stay connected even outside of a physical classroom. D2L courses can even be personalized to best fit the instructor's specific course, teaching style, and their expectations. How do I log into D2L? First, you'll visit this link, workforce.hack.edu. You'll enter your username, which is going to be your first name, period, last name, and your password. If you are unsure of or have forgotten your username, you can email askvirtualworkforce@hack.edu for assistance. There is also an option for a password reset tool. This is what the D2L sign-in page will look like for Workforce. Again, you'll type your username in this box, which is your first name, period, your last name. Your initial password will be sent to you. And again, you can always change this. I'll show you how to do that in your settings. If you forget your password, you can click on this Forgot Your Password link. I'm going to log in. And this is what your dashboard will look like. To reset your password, you're going to click on your name in the top right corner and click on Account Settings. To change your password, click Change Password. You can fill out this form with your old password and your new password and click Save. Let's take a look at some of the other account settings. Here under font size, I can change the size of my font if preferred. Here under locale and language, I can change my preferred locale and language, the clock, the first day of the week, the format for the date, format for numbers, format for percentages. If I want to change my time zone, I can do that here under time zone. Under signing in, I can change to always appear offline or leave it to appear online. You can change this if you prefer users not to know that you are currently online. Just note that this setting will revert the next time you log in. When you're finished changing your settings, click Save and Close. Now let's take a look at how to edit your profile. Again, click on your name in the top right-hand corner. This time click Profile. This is where your profile picture will appear. If you don't have one or like to change it, you can click this Change Picture button. You can fill out any of these fields that you want. These are all optional fields. You don't have to put anything if you don't want to. Here you can place a nickname, your hometown, or a link to a home page. In this section, you can put any links to social networks that you'd like to include. In this section, you can add contact information, including your email address or phone numbers. Under Education and Work, you can put information about where you work and where you are educated. And then we have personal information, including birth date and any interests, hobbies, favorite music, books, TV shows. As you can see, mine is empty. Again, this is optional. Just know that if you do include information in this profile, that anyone in your course can see it. So be sure to only share information that you're comfortable with others knowing. When you're finished, you can click Save and Close. Next, we're going to take a look at notification settings. Again, click on your name. This time, click on Notifications. Here you can see it has my Hack email address. If I want to change my email settings, I can click this link, Change Your Email Settings. You can also register your mobile phone number by clicking Register Your Mobile. I do not have my phone registered right now. Again, this is also optional. Putting your phone number in here allows your notifications to be sent to your phone via an SMS message. You'll see down here that the SMS boxes are blocked out. This is because I don't have a phone number registered. Over here under Summary of Activity, you can choose how often to get a summary of activity emailed to you. I'm going to leave this at never. And then let's look at the instant notifications. There's a whole list here of different notifications that you can get sent either email or to your phone via text message. The options include being notified when there are new posts or new comments on posts, when there are new announcements updated or new announcements available, when there is assignment feedback released, or and if an assignment due date or end date is 2 days away, if there is feedback updated, or if feedback publishing is complete. You can be notified based on content item created or content items updated. You can also be notified on discussion posts when there's a new post in a forum, topic, or thread. You can also be notified about grade items being released or updated. And finally, you can be updated to know when quiz due dates or end dates are 2 days away. When you are finished, you can click Save. Now, let's go back and take a closer look at your main D2L dashboard. Here under My Courses will be all the courses that you are enrolled in. You can hover over a course and you'll see these 3 dots appear. You can click on these 3 dots for a couple options. Course Offering Information will take you to the course offering information. Here you can change the title of the course, change the offering code, or change the start and end dates. Click Save to save your progress, or Cancel to exit. To go back to that main dashboard, you can click this little house icon up here. It'll take you back to the home where you can see all your courses. You can also change the image of the course by clicking the 3 dots and clicking Change Image. I can pick from different course images if I like. I'm going to leave this one for now. You can also pin courses to the front. If this is a course that you're in all the time, you can always pin it up here. To enter the course, hover over the link and click. It will take you right into that course. Next, we're going to look at how to make a course. So you're going to go up here to this gear icon, and you're going to click Course Management. You're going to click this gray button that says Create a New Course Offering or Template. You're going to choose this 4th option here, Re-offer a course offering by choosing a previous version of that course offering. You're going to hit this drop-down menu. And from this drop-down list, you're going to select 2021 Instructor-Led Workforce Development Template. Click Next. In this box, you're going to give this course an offering code. The offering code is the code that you would like to use to uniquely identify this course offering. So an example would be HIST 101 F05. This would represent a History 101 course offering held in fall 2005. You can make this offering code whatever you want, just something that's going to make it easy to find if you need to find this offering later. For now, I'm going to type in sample course since I'm just creating an example. Click Next. Finally, to create the course, you're going to click Create. You'll find the new course on your dashboard. Again, click on the link to enter the course. Next, we're going to take a look at how to enroll users into your course. So in your Navbar, you're going to click Course Admin. Scroll down until you reach the Learner Management heading. Click Class List. You're going to click on the blue Add Participants button and then click Add Existing Users. In the text box under Add Existing Users, you can type in a user's name. Hit the magnifying glass to search. Scroll down to the bottom, and you should see that user. If you would like to enroll them in the course, check the box to the left of the name, go over to the right, and choose the role that you would like to give this user. Then click Enroll Selected Users. This is your class list where you can see all the users of your class. Next, we're going to look at home pages and how you can edit your home page. So again, go to Course Admin in your Navbar. And under the Site Setup heading, you're going to click on Home Pages. Scroll down until you see Workforce Development Course homepage. Click on the down arrow next to it and click Copy. Next, we want to make that copy active. So we're going to scroll to the top. Under Active Homepage, you're going to open that menu and you're going to choose Workforce Development Course Homepage Copy. Click that and then click Apply. Now, this made the copy of the Workforce Development Course homepage your active homepage. Scroll down until you get to Workforce Development Course homepage copy. You should be looking at the blue clickable link. Now we're going to click on this because this allows us now to edit this homepage. So we have the name of the homepage here, which you can always change if you'd like. You can enter a description for your homepage. It's optional. And if you scroll down, we're going to briefly talk about widgets. Okay, what are widgets? Let's take a quick look. Widgets are sections of content that provide information and links to various tools right on the homepage of your course. Think of them as building blocks of your course's homepage. There are two types of widgets. There are system widgets, which are defined by the LMS, that have contents that cannot be edited. An example would be the announcement widget, which we'll take a look at in a later training. The announcement widget allows you to give news to students right on the home page. Since this is a system widget, you cannot customize it as much as you can the second type of widget, which is custom widget. You can expand the functionality of available content on your home pages by making a custom widget. So an example would be an instructor contact widget. This is not one that's given by the LMS, but rather one that we encourage instructors to create. You create this widget with personal and contact information for yourself so that users of your course get to know you a little better. Jumping back to the Edit Homepage screen, you can see down here, these are the current widgets of my course. I have course announcements, a content browser, and a calendar. I can always add widgets by clicking these gray Add Widgets buttons. And from this, I can decide if I want a system widget, or I can decide if I want a custom widget. You can also rearrange the order of your widgets by hovering over the widget, holding down the left button of your mouse, and dragging it to where you want it on your home page. If you change the layout of your home page or change your widgets, make sure you always save when you're done by clicking Save and Close at the bottom. Now let's take a look at how to edit the navbar of the course. Your navbar is up here at the top. These icons make up your navbar. Let's click these three dots up here in the upper right-hand corner and click Manage All Course Navbars. We want to scroll down until we see Workforce Development Standard Navbar. Now we can't click on this yet, so we're going to have to make a copy. To copy it, click this down arrow and click Copy. Similar to how we did with the home pages, we want to scroll up and under an active navbar, open the drop-down menu. Now we want to pick the copy we just made, Workforce Development Standard Navbar Copy. We'll click this and click Apply. That makes it our active navbar for the course. So now we'll scroll back down and now we can click on it to edit it. Here are all the links to our navbar. Now you can edit these how you want. To rearrange the order, just simply hover over one of the icons, hold down the left button of your mouse, and drag it wherever you'd like. To get rid of an icon in the navbar, hover over it and click on the X in the upper right-hand corner. This will remove it from the navbar. If there's something else you'd like to add to the navbar, hit this Add Links button and choose from an assortment of different items to add to your navbar. If you find something you'd like to add, simply check the box next to it and click Add. And it adds it right there to the navbar. So whenever we're done, we'll click Save and Close. Here's our navbar at the top. Time to get into the meat and potatoes of our D2L course, and that is the content. So we'll go up to the navbar and we'll click Content. Now this is going to be the main area of your course. This is where you're going to store all your documents, files, videos, all your class materials are going to be found here. So this is what it looks like for an instructor. So over here, we have our table of contents. We have different modules throughout the course. You'll see I have module 1 open. So over here on the right is the module title. And then down here we have submodules. These make up our modules. So the modules are going to be your larger units of instruction. Submodules will be within each module, and this is going to be your lesson content, areas for questions and comments, activities and assessments. Here's a little bit more information on the difference between modules and submodules. Modules are the building blocks of your online course. Think of them kind of as file folders, again, where the course content, activities, and assignments are housed. Each module will act as either 1 week or 1 unit of study. Submodules are added to these modules and act as storage for specific aspects of that specific week of study. So for example, module 1 can have a submodule titled Lesson Content, where all the content for that module can be found. Submodules add more organization and structure to your course. It makes it easier for users to find things and to navigate through your course. How to create a module. To create a new module, scroll down, and on the left-hand side, underneath the table of contents, you'll see a text box that says Add a Module. Click this box and type in the name. It is recommended that you give each module a number and a topic name. So for example, if your module is going to be about safety measures, you want to put Module 5, Safety Measures. Whatever the unit of study is going to be about, you want to make sure that's included in the title. After you type this out, you can click anywhere and the module will be created. You'll see over here to the left that it is empty, being that I just made it. So now let's make a submodule in this module. So we have Module 5 open. Right now it is empty. Right here it says Add a Submodule. We'll click that. And now we want to give a name to the submodule. And remember, this is kind of like think of this module as a file cabinet, right? And this is going to be an individual file. So let's name this Lesson Content. We'll click anywhere on the screen, and you'll see that the submodule is now made. You can also reorder modules and submodules. So let's take a look at reordering modules first. I'm going to go over here to the table of contents, and I'm going to hover over these dots next to the module. You'll see that my cursor changes to 4 directional arrows. So to move a module, you're just going to drag and drop. Now be careful, you see that blue line that appears in between these 2 modules? If I let go now, it's going to drop the module in between those 2, which is what I want. However, if I stray too far up or too far down, you'll see that the other module is going to turn a shade of blue. If I release when it's blue like that, it's going to drop the module inside the other one. So you want to make sure you let go your mouse when you see that blue line. So I'm just going to drop this in between modules 3 and 5 when I see that blue line. Reordering submodules is very similar. I'm going to open up module 1 here since I have a few submodules in there. So you'll see I click over here, table of contents. It opens it up over here to the right. And again, it's very similar. I'm going to find these dots here, hold my clicker of my mouse, and drag it. And you can see the line pops up just like it did for our modules. So I'm going to move it down here and do some rearranging. To delete a module, you'll first want to open it by clicking on it in the table of contents. And then to the right, you'll find the module title. Click the down arrow next to it, scroll down, and click Delete Module. D2L will then notify you that you can choose whether to remove from content view only or permanently delete from the course. Now, if I leave this setting, it's just going to remove it from content, but all the files that are in there are going to stay in the course, and we can go retrieve those from wherever they are. Or I can click this option, and that'll permanently delete everything that was in there. Now, be very careful because this is irreversible. For now, I'm going to leave it this first option so that I can find my files later, but I am going to delete this module from the content view. I'm going to give this page a refresh. And now you'll see that module 5 is gone. Deleting submodules is very similar. So I'm going to go up here to the title for the submodule, click this down arrow, and again, I'm going to delete. And just like last time, we got to choose if we are just removing the module from the content view or if we are permanently deleting everything from that module. And again, I'm going to leave this first option, click delete. I'm going to give the page another refresh. And you'll see that in module 1, my lesson content submodule is gone. To add content to a submodule or a module, you want to open up where you want it. So I'm going to open up module 4, and I'm going to go into my overview submodule. And you'll see 2 buttons. You'll see a blue upload and create button. If I open this, I have a ton of options on files to upload, videos or audio files. I can create a file. I can create a link. I can create a new assignment, a new checklist, a new discussion, new quiz, or new survey. And this is all stuff we'll look at in training 2. This upload and create button is for adding anything from scratch or uploading anything from your computer. If you already have something made in your D2L course, you're going to click existing activities. This is going to pull from anything you already have in D2L. So for example, if you already made a quiz, you can click existing activities and click quizzes. Then find the quiz you want, and it'll link it directly to this module or submodule. Now, again, I'm going to show you how to make quizzes and discussions and all that stuff in the next training. But here's just an overview of how to add content to your modules or your submodules. And that brings us to the end of the first training session. So we've been introduced to D2L. We got some of the basics down. For training 2, we are going to look at making content, including quizzes, discussions, and assignments. Thank you for joining today's asynchronous training session for D2L. Be sure to click the link in the video description to see the training schedule for the other trainings coming up, both synchronous and asynchronous. Training session number 2 will be assessment tools and gradebook. I hope to see you there. Thanks.